Welcome to Crafty Hints. I'm Chantel. I'm excited to have you here today. These DIYs that we're doing today are going to be so much fun, so let's get crafty. I'll be doing some Kirklands and Crate and Barrel dupes. All right, the first DIY was from Kirkland's. So I took this sign from the Dollar Tree, and to make it similar to the one at Kirkland's, I needed to cut off the bottom of this license plate so that I just had it straight across with the bumper. So I just took this X-Acto knife. Actually, they're ones from Amazon. It comes in a 4-pack, and then you also get extra blades for each one of them. I'll link them down below if you're interested. They work well. I painted this an elephant. I did tape off that bumper. Now I'm taking the half bead rounds and painting them in crimson. Then I took a little bit of ink and went around the edges. Okay, this truck needed a rear view window, so I took some plaster chalk paint and I just painted over that. It didn't need perfect full coverage. If you want it to be a little bit gray, you could do that too. All right, just pulled off that tape. Now I'll take it and tape it right along the edge for the top that I'm going to paint the bumper. To make it similar to the one from Kirkland's, I'm just going to paint this in plaster. Super simple. You're following along so far, right? This has been super easy. We're just doing a little bit of taping, a little bit of painting. Now I'm taking some eucalyptus leaves that I got from Walmart, and I'm just pulling off the small ones. Now to attach this in the truck bed area, I'm going to use a little bit of floral foam. Now, here's a crafty hint. If you cut your floral foam inside the bag, it creates much less of a mess. I just use the backside of a butter knife to cut through. Then the extra little flakes and little bits, I don't know if you've cut this, it kind of goes everywhere. Then I took the eucalyptus and kind of made that the bed of this display, just like the Kirkland's one did. And I'll show you that at the end so we can kind of see those side by side. Then I just started adding some different greenery, just getting some different textures, and it just makes it so much prettier. Now I took these little faux pumpkins. That one I think was from the Dollar Tree. I have a couple from Target's Bullseye Playground. Those are the littler ones. I really liked those too. I got those at end of season. So watch out for all of those sales. Now you could take your greenery or your flowers and kind of push those in also to kind of move the other leaves in the area or the way you want. Now I'm taking these off to glue them on. And I think that black just kind of makes it pop a little bit more in person, but it was just that extra detail that it needed. And then I just cut this out on my Cricut. It says Welcome Fall, just like my inspiration piece had. This one's pretty close to a dupe. They did do their truck in navy blue, which looked more like a black, and I thought a gray truck would go a little bit better with my decor. So you can call it an inspiration or a dupe. That's up to you, but here is my truck. I think it turned out so pretty. I'll show you Kirkland's in just 1 second here. Here's Kirkland's. It's on sale for $31.99. It's normally $39.99. I made mine for about $2.50, so not bad. Let's get to DIY 2. I saw this on Crate and Barrel, and I knew I could make it. So I took this styrofoam pumpkin from the Dollar Tree, and I cut a hole with my X-Acto knife in the top and in the bottom. Then I took hazelnut chalk paint and gave it a once over. It didn't have to be perfect. I just wanted to tone down that orange. Next, I took one of the adult size hula skirts, about half of it. I just cut that in half, like along the waistband. I cut it in half, and I'm soaking this in coffee. Now, after it dried, which I just hung it up between 2 hangers and kind of blow dried it so that they didn't tangle up together. Now I just took off one piece. They just slide off there. They're on there with the slip knot, so I just slide them off the end. And so I just take, they have 4 strands, and I just twist them together. Along the bottom, I leave it flat so that it'll lay a little bit flatter as it sits down. I think this first one, it was still a little bit twisted, but I learned once I got kind of to that orange area, I just laid it flat and glued it down. Now I'm taking those strands, giving it just a dab of glue. Each strand allowed me to do 3 pieces on the pumpkin. And then as I was putting these on the pumpkin, I did 2 strands per area. So it gave me a total of 6 strands. And then I would go to the opposite side. So here I am doing that. So just giving it a twist. If you want to fill in a little bit of a bigger area, maybe don't twist it quite as tight. And again, make it your own. That's part of the fun of crafting. If you like a certain look, change it up a little bit. But I'm going off an inspiration piece. They use corn husk, which is definitely thicker, with them just twisting up a corn husk. But I thought that this might be a fun way to do it. Maybe raffia would work also. But this was my first idea to make this piece. Now, it is kind of time consuming. So I did sit back, had a movie going on in the background and kept going. After I did each section across from each other, then I went to the center of each of those and started doing the same thing. Now here you can see what I was talking about with it laying flat on the bottom. Now, as I go back in here, I'm going to go, first I went right down the center. Now I'm going to go to the right side in between those. Then I went to the left. I kind of went back and forth so that all of my pieces didn't kind of lean a certain direction. But this works out pretty well, I think. Gives it another fun texture when you're putting it with other pumpkins, with your decor. So you'll have to let me know what you think. I'm also excited to hear, which one ends up your favorite. One other thing I've been meaning to ask you is, do you want me to film myself doing a little bit of an introduction before the videos? I haven't done one of those in months. I just kind of get right to it. So do you miss that interaction, or do you like to get right to the DIY? Please let me know down below, because I want to, do this. These are for you also. So let me know, if you enjoy those, or if you're like, doesn't matter. Okay, getting to the end of this, and I kind of just press it all down in there. Now I'm going to take one of these stems. Now with the Crate and Barrel one, they just did a big braided stem. but I thought these little wood pieces would be a little bit cuter. So I did it very similar, so I guess it would be more of an inspiration than a perfect dupe. I think it turned out really pretty. So here's the one from Crate and Barrel for $24.95. I made mine for $2.50 with the hula skirt and the pumpkin. Actually, mine was probably $2.25 because I got the pumpkin last year. Okay, this one is from Kirkland's. I started out with a shower ring from the Dollar Tree. And then I took this ribbon from Hobby Lobby. It was half off. I want to say it said it was $2.99. So it was like $1.50. And you just leave that unhooked, I found was the best. And you just keep wrapping around, giving it a little bit of glue here and there. The pine cones I just gathered locally, so go out for those walks and take a look for them. And just a little bit of dab of glue here and there. Towards the end, I added just a little bit more just to make sure it didn't come up. And then I left a bit of a tail here because as we, it did get a little bit twisted there at the end. So I just held it up, let it get untwisted, finished up here. And then, like I said, I'm going to leave a bit of a tail, because as we attach our pine cones, I want to be able to wrap that wire area around. So I took some floral wire around the little stem of this pine cone. I gave it a little bit of glue and I wrapped it around that stem several times. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't going to go anywhere. It probably would have been fine with just the wire, but I want to be safe. Now I'm going to first wrap the wire around with the pine cone, and then I twisted it together, and now I'll wrap that around a couple of times. Wait until you see how much Pottery Barn wanted for 4 of these napkin rings. It is crazy. My ribbon was, I think it said $2.99 or something like that. I got it for half off, so I guess it's $1.50 for the whole thing. So this maybe cost me 75 cents to make because I have a lot more ribbon. I still have, some napkin rings. I only used 4 of these shower rings. I'd already used those in other projects, so they go a long way. Now I'm just, wrapping that end of the ribbon back around this. And that's all there is to it. How pretty is that for a nice fall centerpiece? You could do this for Thanksgiving. Oh my goodness. I think it turned out super pretty. All right, let's look at this Kirkland's. Theirs is $49.99. It's on sale for $39.99, but again, I spent like 75 cents. If you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. See what else I've got in store for you. But here is a couple other videos I've done that you may enjoy. Thank you so very much and have a blessed day.